I'm here to tell you, unlike the thousands of other gurus out there, that Shopify dropshipping is not all sunshine and rainbows. It's hard to get it right when you're a beginner because 99% of people just give up, but its potential is insane when you understand exactly how branding works. So you have to think of dropshipping as a transition from just casual business into getting into an actual brand. Not a lot of people talk about branding, especially in 2021, but it will literally make or break your business in the long run. So dropshipping is sort of a stepping stone into creating an actual business or a brand for your product. So if you're the type of person who is creative and wants to have their own website, product, or brand, then this is definitely for you. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about what is dropshipping, and make sure you guys like down below and subscribe and tell me what you guys want to see next for the future videos. I upload every week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So let's get right into the video. Probably wondering, okay, what is Shopify dropshipping? I've heard of it a billion different times. I see all these people making money with it. However, how can I get started with it, and is it worth it? Starting out, you have to understand that when you take a product, let's say this for an example, this hat, you need to advertise it. So on various platforms, whether that's Facebook, Google, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I find this product that I want to sell? How do I know what to sell? Finding products to sell can be quite easy. I feel like a lot of people sort of complicate it or overthink it, especially beginners in this space, but there are different tools that you guys can be using out there like Big Spy or Niche Scraper. I highly suggest Niche Scraper, but if you want to get something free, a free tool, just use Facebook or Instagram feeds or TikTok feeds, but this will overall help you identify exactly what is selling. So all you got to do is engage in the ads, click the ad, go to the website, like their video ads, and this will sort of tell the platform that, hey, I'm interested in this, I want to see more videos like this. And there's like a pixel, and it sort of tracks your activity when you go out and engage with these ads or on their website. So from there, they'll actually show you similar ads, and you'll start to see ads over and over again of the same products, and you'll start to understand exactly what is selling in the space. And it's only $40 a month, so you guys should definitely get it and then cancel it when you're done. So let's say you find a product that you want to sell. Well, where can you source it from? There are many different places out there that you can definitely check out. I highly suggest that you stick with Source Box. What basically they do is they source from AliExpress, but they have better shipping times and they have better quality control. The great thing about dropshipping is that you don't need upfront inventory, so you only order a product from the supplier when you get the customer order. So in this case, dropshipping is a very low barrier to entry, and it has less risk starting out as compared to Amazon FBA, where you have to invest thousands of dollars of inventory starting out, and you just don't know whether or not it's going to sell. But once you've decided what product you want to sell, you have to set up the website. So Shopify actually makes it very easy to set up a store. The only thing I do recommend that you guys focus on is a one product branded store. And as far as the themes that you guys can be using, just use the default theme or the Brooklyn theme. And if you can get your hands on the Turbo theme, that is the best one at the moment. But the main reason is because these themes are simple, and that's what we want to be shooting for when it comes to branding. You have to remember, we are starting an actual brand here. So having a brand appeal when a customer lands on our website is essentially, having all the same colors, only having 3 different colors on the website, the ads, and even the product is very essential. So you have to shoot for a clean, minimalistic look like this website or this one. Then comes the fun part and the most important part, which is the ad. So this makes up for 90% of the sales you're going to be getting starting out. The reason it's so important is because it's the main deciding factor on whether or not the customer is going to be purchasing the product. So most of you are going to be selling on Facebook, which is a good start. But eventually you want to branch out and sell on Google, YouTube, TikTok, and all these different platforms for long-term sustainability for an actual brand. For the most part, when you look up dropshipping on YouTube, you'll find thousands of people claiming that they made thousands and millions of dollars in this space, which is possible. However, I forewarn you that there's just many people out there that either fake their numbers or try to deceive you on what this business actually is. It's really a stepping stone into building an actual brand. So what you see on the surface is these gurus doing big money and showing what revenue that they're making, but a lot of stuff is not mentioned, like the Facebook ad bans, the credit card limits, knowing how to read data correctly, and the list just goes on. But dropshipping is like a muscle, right? The more you train it and the more stores you build, the more ads that you create, the more you spend on ads, you start to understand what works and what doesn't work. So you get better, which is essential to this business. So don't get discouraged over and over again if your first store or even your 10th store just doesn't do well at all. It's all a learning experience, but I can tell you how much better I got at branding from all my past stores. Also, a word of advice, dropshipping is not sustainable unless you create a sustainable brand out of it. So just selling trendy or crappy products just won't get you by, and this is mainly because everyone tries to do the same thing and it sort of dies out just like fidget spinners. So if you want to start out, a good budget to realistically start out with is $1,000 to $5,000, and this is if you want to do it right from the start. So considering you get custom ads done, or you can have the product sent to you and then you can do a video, or you can have it just sent off to somebody on Fiverr and they can do it for you. I highly suggest that you invest some good time in creating a good ad, because this is going to be your most important piece to the puzzle. And then from there, using the rest of your budget to test, because this is very important as well. I mean, you could start out with around $100 and just do influencer ads, have the product sent over to them and they just do a shout out, but that's not very consistent. And you're probably also wondering, well, use the $100 for Facebook ads. You can, but they were just going to eat you alive. Like, you don't want to do that. It's not sustainable at all. It's not ideal, and you'll just be wasting your money. So what people do when they become successful in this space is they become complacent with just drop shipping a product. And you have to understand that this space is a stepping stone, like I mentioned before. Further down the road, you definitely want to have inventory. You want to have professional video ads. You want to have amazing customer service and more. You want to have a good back end when it comes to email marketing. This way your profit margins are just maximized overall. That's another thing I do want to mention is the margins. For dropshipping, it can be quite low compared to other business models, and this is because you're spending tons and tons of money on ads and then also your product fees. And you also have to think of processing fees for when they pay you out through Shopify, etc. And the margins are mainly around 15 to 25% starting out. So the big numbers that you see online really aren't all the story, of course. But all in all, dropshipping is a very good business model to get into. I suggest anyone to get into it. It's the least barrier to entry compared to all the business models like Amazon FBA, real estate, affiliate marketing, etc. And if I had to tell you one thing to focus on when you jump in, is the branding. And I'm going to keep saying that over and over again because it is very, very important. And if you exactly know how that works, you're going to have a very good advantage over all these other drop shippers out there that are starting for the first time because they don't understand exactly what that is. It's just congruency. It's overall congruency and consistency between your ad, website, and your product. So what branding is basically what differentiates yourself from all the different sellers that are out there selling the same exact product. One of the main things that I think people need to focus on is the brand story, or what benefits their brand offers that other brands don't. So let's say you have a posture corrector, right? All these other posture correctors, they do the same thing. They help your posture get straightened. They help you sit upright. And then a different spin on that would be like, hey, well, this posture corrector gives you more happiness, or this posture corrector it gives you better health overall, just stuff like that. And of course, that's not a realistic example, but I hope you guys understand exactly where I'm coming from with this. And this can also apply to, bracelets that you wear. Like I'm wearing this bracelet here, and how many other sellers out there you think are selling bracelets, right? You want to have a individuality or a personality when it comes to branding. So you can have these bracelets that maybe they hypen up your mood, or maybe you can get custom bracelets that say, wake up feeling good or conquer the day, stuff like that. Something that gives a emotional connection between an ad and the actual customer, just so they can be convinced to buy in the long run. So hopefully you guys understand branding. So really, branding will determine your overall success, and it's really not about how you run ads or where you run them, but it's the ad itself. It's the actual marketing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you got some value out of it. Make sure you like down below and subscribe. I come out with videos every week. Stay tuned for that. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.